Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to recognize Representative Joseph Caraps Paduano, Chairperson of the Committee on Public Accounts, for his sponsorship speech. So move, Mr. Speaker.
Representative Joseph Stephen Caraps S. Paduano is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Majority Leader. Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, guests, ladies and gentlemen, I rise today to submit the progress report regarding the developments and initial findings arising from the Committee on Public Accounts inquiry on alleged irregularities in connection with the 1.1 billion loan agreement entered into by the city government of Silay, Negros Occidental, and the Land Bank of the Philippines, and the infrastructure projects funded thereunder. Mr. Speaker, allow me to briefly summarize the key findings. The city government of Silay identified several infrastructure projects to be funded by the Land Bank of the Philippines loan, namely the construction of a new government center, the rehabilitation of the public market, and the construction of a city college. The loan was allocated as follows: 500 million pesos for the construction of the new city hall or new government center, 300 million pesos for the repair and rehabilitation of the Silay City public market, and 300 million pesos for the construction of Silay City College. Loan disbursements were made as follows: 44.9 million pesos for the public market that was disbursed October 10, 2023. The 44.98 million pesos for the City College disbursed dated October 17, 2023, 63.72 million pesos for the City College, which is the second release on August 12, 2024, and 63.72 million pesos, 74.9 million pesos for the new government center, dated September 6, 2024. As of this writing, Mr. Speaker, and to our knowledge, the total amount released for the three projects is 292.414 million pesos. However, based on the committee's initial findings, these disbursements were marred by procedural lapses, lack of feasibility studies, and undue haste in implementation. In fact, several members of the Sangguniang Panglungsod of the City of Silay provided testimony confirming the absence of adequate documentation in the planning and implementation of these projects. They emphasized that SP did not receive the expected documentation, or if any documents were submitted, they were substantially lacking in content and in substance. As a result, the Land Bank of the Philippines unilaterally suspended further disbursements pending the outcome of the legislative inquiry. But perhaps most alarming are the actions of a certain local official in the person of Attorney Jano Sarder. He was then the back chair and the city legal officer of the city government when the alleged irregularities transpired, and he has been identified as one of the alleged masterminds behind these numerous procurement violations. Attorney Harder appeared before the committee during the hearings conducted in November and December 2024. During the December 18, 2024 hearing, it came to light that Attorney Harder had attempted to dissuade Silay City officials from attending the hearing and warned them that the food and drink that we would serve during the proceedings might be laced with poison or substances that could produce a false positive drug test as a pretext to fabricate charges of contempt against them. I find it utterly incomprehensible that a member of the legal profession would have the temerity to suggest that the House of Representatives would engage in so nefarious an act as to tamper with the food or beverages served during its proceedings. Such an allegation is not only patently absurd, it is an affront to the dignity and institutional integrity of this chamber. Furthermore, it betrays a deeply troubling mindset, one seemingly predisposed to fabricate conspiracies rather than confront legitimate questions with transparency and truth. In view of these acts, Attorney Harder was cited in contempt under Section 11, Paragraph C, E, and F of the Rules of Procedure governing inquiries in aid of legislation for refusal to answer relevant inquiries, misbehavior before the committee, and undue interference in its proceedings. The committee deferred implementation of his order detention to January 6, 2025 in consideration of the Christmas holidays. However, Attorney Harder did not voluntarily go back to the House to serve his detention. To this day, Attorney Harder remains at large. Due to the long election break, the investigation in this matter was not concluded. This was further compounded by the numerous other inquiries that the Committee on Public Accounts has to address and complete. Meanwhile, implementation of the subject projects continues, and as of this writing, there is no official information indicating whether the city government of Silay has rectified the initial deficiencies and irregularities earlier identified by the committee. Mr. Speaker, I therefore submit that although the present inquiry shall be deemed terminated, but upon adjournment of the current Congress, the same must be duly revisited in the succeeding Congress. Accordingly, this serves as a respectful appeal to the incoming leadership and the new composition of the Committee on Public Accounts to consider the continuation of the investigation, whether motu proprio upon filing of a new resolution by any member of the House or by any other mode permissible under the rules of the House of Representatives. Finally, Mr. Speaker, I respectfully call on my fellow members and agencies concerned to remain vigilant. Let us ensure that the instrument of local autonomy does not become a tool for impunity, and that every peso borrowed in the name of the people is used for their true benefit. Let this serve as a warning to all who violate the trust reposed in them by their constituents. This House will not look the other way. Madamong salamat, Mr. Speaker, and once again, good afternoon to everyone.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt the findings and recommendations as contained in the progress report submitted by the Committee on Public Accounts.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved, and the findings and recommendations contained in the progress report are hereby adopted.